Central National Bank proudly supports the students and staff of Marion Florence USD 408. Central National Bank has been providing Kansans with sound financial advice since 1884. We are dedicated to providing the quality service that makes our Marion County customers and the communities we serve successful. The officers and employees of Central National Bank work to be your financial resource of choice in the Marion County area.
At home or on the road, the Jerry Cady Agency sponsors our MCTV broadcast area. The MCTV crew relies on them to come through. If you rely on farming and growing of crops, the Jerry Cady Agency will be there for you too. They specialize in crop and hail insurance, but provide a wide range of quality insurance products while maintaining a commitment to always provide the best service possible to each and every customer. Contact Brad Cady at 382-3282.
When the Warriors cross the goal line, it's a Case & Son touchdown. Case & Son is an independent insurance agency representing many companies and offering a full line of property and casualty insurance, including home, auto, farm, business, and life. Case & Son is the oldest continuously operated business in Marion County. Just as MCTV counts on them for support, you can count on Case & Son Insurance. When time is called on the field, it's a Tampa State Bank timeout. Tampa State Bank provides support to MCTV and provides the best in banking services in Marion and Tampa. Tampa State Bank is one of the few locally owned banks in Marion County and offers a full range of banking services, including ATM service, internet banking, and all the modern conveniences. Tampa State Bank provides friendly, courteous officers and staff, as they have since 1901. When it comes to banking, see TSB.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. Welcome to MCTV, Channel 20 on Eagle Communications, where tonight the Marion Warriors are once again in the friendly confines of the home field to host the Wildcats from Northern Heights, Northern Lyon County, over around Allen. This is Mike Powers along with Casey Case to bring you the call of tonight's game. Gene Winkler, Jay Smith on the camera, along with Danny Maddox on the Danny Cam, and Gene, of course, our director. Casey, this is the Central National Bank pregame show. What do you got? What are you bringing to the table, man?
Well, I'm not sure what I bring to the table, or I know what I'm bringing to the table. I'm not sure what Northern Heights is going to bring to the table. Was it Northern Heights or Mission Valley that we had a hard time finding last year?
Finding, you mean?
Finding the town.
That would have been Mission Valley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know what you're talking about. No, Northern Heights is right on Highway 56.
Okay. Northern Heights, I really don't know what they're going to bring to the table tonight. Traditionally, in the past, they haven't been that worthy of an opponent. You know, we kind of thought last week going over to Chase County, they weren't going to be that worthy of an opponent, and they almost kicked our butts. In fact, they sort of did, except for on the scoreboard.
You're absolutely right. Northern Heights plays, I believe, in that Flint Hills League that has Council Grove and Harrington and Mission Valley, some of those schools in it. I don't know if Harrington will stay in, but in any event, they're in it for now. The scouting report indicates that we're going to have to watch for the tailback Brent Bird, B-U-R-D, and slot back J.D. Johnson. That's number 25 and number 1. They also indicates that they'll come out sometimes in an I formation, and the next time they might run a single wing.
Well, I'm looking at their lineup right now. They start 8 seniors on offense, and anytime you got 8 seniors, you're probably going to be pretty salty.
We are doing this Central National Bank pregame show from the Jerry Cady Insurance broadcast area, and you know, this is, Casey, it's always nice to be home as opposed to on the road building scaffolding and such, but man, anymore with the new press box, this is some pretty sweet digs we have.
Yeah, I'm sort of not feeling too bad tonight that I'm not down on the field. I sort of wanted the opportunity to be up here in the new press box, and it is just an absolutely beautiful night. We've got a north breeze, I'm going to say about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Should diminish as the night goes on. Beautiful night for football. I lost my trail. We were a little worried about injuries last week.
Yes.
And I'm looking down on the field now, and from all the reports I got, the players that were injured last week will be back tonight. A couple of bruises, a couple of bumps, but they will be on the field playing tonight.
Just a couple of little notes that may be of interest. At halftime, they'll have the little kid cheerleaders, and Jay and Danny will get some shots of them during the game. They're down on the track right now. At halftime, we will carry at least part of their performance, so you might want to stick around for that. After the game, we will run, and this will be on every time we run this game. So if you're watching the game on MCTV Channel 20, you can stay tuned afterwards for a special episode of our talk show, The Corner, and it's all about the Marion Food Bank this episode, so we invite you to stay tuned for that. Last thing, as we continue with the Central National Bank pregame show, last week in Chase County, Jeremiah Lang and I were talking about the field had a name and the stadium had a name, and I can't remember if it was the track, the field, the stadium, but something was named Griffin.
Right.
And Lois Smith was telling me a little bit ago that the Griffin that's named after is a former football coach over there. He is the grandfather of Garrett Hoffner here on the Marion football team. So small world.
Hey, Mike, last thing, my player to watch tonight, number 56, Daniel Hinton. His daddy and his granddaddy came all the way from North Carolina today to see him play tonight. And I think Daniel Hinton, number 56, is going to have a big game tonight.
Daniel is a junior. He's 6'2", 198, and has been a very productive player this year. I don't know if I'd say a star, but a very productive player. This may be the breakout night.
He's had a good year.
Yes, he has. He absolutely has. Well, we'll wrap up the Central National Bank pregame show as we're ready to start our football game here. Our first quarter sponsors are Eagle Communication, Prairie Land Partners, Marion National Bank, and Lanning Pharmacy, and we are broadcasting from the Jerry Cady Insurance broadcast area. Our timeouts are sponsored by Tampa State Bank. Our touchdowns are sponsored by Case & Son Insurance. The Warriors will be receiving. Mason Peterson, who had a mild concussion last week, is back to receive. End-over-end kick. Nice kick. Takes it on the 12-yard line. Peterson gets the sideline, gets a nice return out across the 30.
That's not a bad way to start the game. It was a good kick. We haven't seen a lot of deep kicks this year, it seems like.
It's been kind of amazing, Casey. In high school ball, sometimes you're going to have a kicker, sometimes you're not. But this year, that's really the first one I recall all season long that was kind of a classic, decent.
And it only went to the 15.
Yeah,
it's not like it went out of the end zone.
Correct. Snyder keeps, tosses to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to be forced out of bounds. Looks like he's got about 5.
I think that was number 1 back there, James Johnson, that put the hit on him.
He is, again, one of their better athletes. And this time they are in. Oh, did the ball hit the ground? Apparently not.
We may have a face mask. We may have a face mask, Mike.
They had.
I hope so.
See if we can get a replay here. They were in on Snyder.
Yeah, he doesn't get a call.
Here's your replay.
Foul. Face mask.
Okay, it is a face mask call. Hey, that's the first time all season that the officials who have used the officials are mic'd. We help pay for part of that. But usually you can barely hear him. This guy's picking right up. Oh, Gene says he turned up the volume on it.
That's a big gain for the Warriors there, Mike.
Up to the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 there. Opening drive. Snyder from the pistol. Keeps. Going to run that option. Cuts back upfield. Gets hit hard. He picks up 4.
Good job by Jack to keep the legs moving and got 4 yards out of something that could have been stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The Warriors right back up to the line in something of a hurry-up offense here, perhaps. Snyder keeps again.
Look out! Look out!
And there's nobody out there.
He's gone.
Snyder is going to go into the end zone, and he's in the zone with a Case & Son touchdown.
That was a broken play, Mike.
Yes,
He intended to go the other way. There was nothing there, and he just used his speed and athleticism right there to get around. Look how he put the ball in his outside hand. I like that.
Well, I'm sure, when I was in high school, man, if you didn't do that, you were in trouble. You had to move the ball back and forth. I talked to Coach Sheroff about that. He said they feel like there's more chance of fumbling when you're trying to move it around.
Right, and I've heard that argument, but and of course it wasn't an issue here, but if you're going down the sideline and you've got the ball in the inside hand, there's not a whole lot you can do with your...
Yeah, can't stiff arm anybody.
Right.
Yeah. Going for 2 as we have all season. Warriors up 6-0. Snyder rolls to his right. He should walk in, and he does. Well, he fell down. He's in the zone with a 2-point conversion.
You could see that seam from up here, and it was pretty easy. Number 12 did get a hand on him, but boom, right there. Great block, man. Wish we could see that again so I could see who made that block.
Gene, run that one more time. Can we run it again? We'll see. I'm getting no indication from my producer. Oh,
here it is. Watch this block right over there. That was number 42, I think, Pippen.
Coming off the line there, it wasn't the block Casey's referring to, but Adam Shalene really cleared his guy out as well. Okay, 11 minutes on the clock here in the first quarter. The Warriors already up 8-0. The Sacred Heart. The Northern Heights Wildcats are 3-2 on the year, but the discussion before the game was, who have they played? And I remember that last year I was saying that same thing about Lions, who we were going to face in the second round of the playoffs, that they hadn't played anyone, shouldn't be a problem for us, and turned out to be a problem.
It wasn't Lions, it was Linden.
Linden, I'm sorry.
Linden was a huge problem.
Yeah, Linden's who I meant there in Osage County over there. Okay, Warriors to kick off now. And who will kick off for us, Casey? I understood that Neufeld was hurt in the JV game.
Well, the kicker before Neufeld was Heidebrecht.
And that's who it is.
Yep.
Peyton
Heidebrecht. Be interesting to see what sort of kick he does. I guess it is teed up fairly flat, so I would guess we would see a squib.
That's a line drive right there. Taking it to 25. And forced out of bounds as he crosses the 35, I believe.
Good start for the Warriors tonight. We got a little help with that face mask penalty. We would have been looking at about a 2nd and 15, and we got the face mask and moved ourselves up 15 yards and got the ball at the 50. I think, did we score on that very next play?
I think there was one
play in between,
I think. So from their 35, again, just across the 35, good field position for the Wildcats. Long snap count. Direct snap to the tailback. And he's got a little room to run out here. Good runs. He gets the ball to the 45 in the Warriors side of the field.
Boy, Noah Albin had him dead to rights out there and just couldn't hang on. Kid had the ball in the outside hand and used his stiff arm.
Casey, coach indicated he thought they'd probably come out in the eye. They did not. I believe that was the wing tee. I'm certainly long before my time that was the main formation. We've seen it before. So first down now from the Warrior 44. Northern Heights in business.
Pass.
It'll be a pass play, and he's not going to get the ball away.
Great penetration by the Warrior D-line there.
Got Pippen back there. We've got Hinton back there. Hinton gets credit for the tackle. Pippen and Hinton probably ought to share that sack.
Game of his life. He's on the way to the game of his life. Don't let me down, Daniel.
2nd and 13 after the sack. Good crowd tonight. Great football weather. Not cold, not warm, just perfect. Coming around this direction right at you. Got some running room. Going to get back about 7 yards.
Little success with that play there. They did a good job of pushing the cornerback out, and apparently the linebackers didn't fill well enough to stop that play up. Speaking of a good crowd, the other side's a little sparse, Mike. Maybe they're not all here yet.
Kind of like you and I.
Speak for yourself.
The 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats, and yeah, they don't even have a parent for each kid, I don't think, over there. Which is kind of surprising. 3 and 2. It's not like they're in a 0 and 5 or anything like that. And to try to go the other way, turns upfield. He's going to get the first down. Peterson had a shot and missed him.
Mike, that's the same play. They just ran to the other side, and we're not filling somewhere in there because there's really only 2 guys on defense that are in the play. One's a cornerback, he's getting pushed out, and the other's a defensive end getting pushed in. And we need to do something so that seam is not there. If I was Northern Heights, I would run that play every time until we stop it.
At this time, they're 1st and 10 on our 26. Right up the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that was hiked to the short guy because that's the first time that formation has fooled me.
I could not find the ball, Casey.
Let's see, there is 22 right there. This guy right there gets it.
Yep. Boy, did you see it? I think it almost came out.
Shalene was right on top of him and didn't know he had the ball.
That is the thing I remember. The best I've seen it run was Conway Springs a few years ago. And the whole game was trying to figure out where the ball was.
Right. And Conway Springs had backs that were 215, 20 pounds.
Yeah, and linemen that were bigger.
Right.
So they'll line up to kick an extra point. Our score now stands at 8-6. High snap, gets it down. Good kick. So the kick is good. It's 8-7, and both teams score on their opening possession of the first quarter.
Well, like I said, that was the first time I was deceived, and so was Adam Shalene because he was laying right on top of the kid and didn't know he had the ball.
Well, the Warriors certainly didn't expect to give up a score there. I think after that quick score by the Warriors, the idea was to get the ball right back, score again, and the game may be over in the first quarter. We're getting some shots.
Yeah, we're going to watch this. This is the guy right here, number 22.
See him right in the middle of the screen.
Ball goes right to him.
Now watch, it seems like it.
There's Shalene right there.
Look at that ball is bouncing around. He pinned it against his blocker's leg before he got control of it. And there we go. Well, we're ready for the kickoff here, and you started to get a shot of the little cheerleaders. We'll go back to those between possessions and such, so you can see your grandkid, your neighbor kid, your kid, somebody's kid.
None of the above for me.
Yeah. End over end kick. Taken.
Oh!
That was taken by Wheeler.
That was unfortunate. He caught that with a head of steam, and
he did.
Would have had at least 10 or 15 yards, I think, maybe more.
I think if he lets that ball go out of bounds, lets that ball go, it would have gone out of bounds, but he didn't want to do that because I think he saw opportunity in that one. Well, anyway, it's a ball in the 25. Nothing wrong with that.
I wonder how long it'll be before we see that. I don't know, maybe it's a cross buck, maybe it's a trap. I called it an inside reverse to Corbin Wheeler that worked so well 2 weeks ago.
Snyder keeps, and he's going to, he breaks free. He's got nowhere to go.
Yeah. Boy, we've got some breakdowns up front there, Mike.
As it was, Casey, we only ended up losing a couple of yards. That could have been worse.
Boy, there's a couple of guys there that no one even blocked.
Well, that's going to make it 2nd and 12. Warriors have not gone to the air yet tonight. Of course, we really haven't run that many plays either. Man in motion. Here's the pass play.
Oh, he's wide open.
Deep. Mason Peterson's there. He waits. He pulls it in. Peterson's going to have a fight on his hand. No, he pulls away. Oh, he just runs out of bounds. Great play.
Boy, Mike, if that ball wouldn't have been underthrown a hair, it wouldn't have even been close. I think Jack tried to throw it too hard here and got a little duck spin on it. Mason slowed up a little bit, still did a great job of concentrating, finding the ball, and picking up major yards.
So the Warriors now on the 8-yard line, looking to go another quick score. 8-7 is our score currently. And off to Riggs. He's in the zone. That's Pitt. No, that's Heidebrick. Heidebrick.
The bowling ball rolls down the alley.
So the Warriors go up 14-7 with the extra point coming up. Casey, I want to just take a moment to, Jay Smith has become so good at the what we would call the main camera. It's the one that's on the play the first time through. Gets you all the action, gets everything covered. And then we got Danny in tight on the Danny cam. That's getting you a lot of those instant replays. I think the combination's just killer myself.
Hey, Jay's a lot better than Gene ever was, isn't he? That's a joke.
And there's the extra
apparently not a very good one.
The word we got in our ear from our director was that Casey's mic could be disconnected
at any time. Then there'd only be one.
You know, we probably ought to explain that Jeremiah Lang was scheduled to be gone tonight, and Roger Schroeder was supposed to be in, but Roger got a chance to attend. He's a Florida University football fan and got a chance to go to the Missouri-Florida game in Missouri. So he's going to be there on Saturday wearing his Florida gear, and probably be lucky if he comes back alive the way Missouri fans can be.
Yeah, I can't believe he would take that over spending the evening out here at Warrior Stadium.
But so he was gone, and we ended up, we had sound problems last week. We are still working on them, and I think we're okay tonight, but we had to weren't going to have a sideline anyway, so it just worked out well. We got Casey up here with me, and the life is good.
Life is good. Life will be good as long as the Warriors stay ahead, and it's just came from watching the end of the Royals win tonight over the Astros. A very exciting, well-played game. A lot of fun to watch.
I think the thing that makes me feel best about that, Casey, was that the Royals came from behind. After the way the first game went, and then they fall behind, what, 3-0, I think.
4-1, 3-0, and then 4-1.
Would have been, well, I think I was panicking, but obviously the players didn't. Here we go. Heidebrick with his second kickoff of the evening. End over end. Bounces to the 25. And the
good stick.
Yeah, he's pushed back, I think, forward progress. Oh, they do not give him much forward progress. I thought he was almost to the 35, and they're going to mark that on about the 31 or 32.
That was number 33, Colton Brewer, that made that initial hit in there.
Okay, now he comes back out. The way he ran in, he was on the other yard line, but that's a good spot right there, 34. So see if Sacred Heart, a lot of success on their first possession. See if the Warriors.
I don't know how you get Sacred Heart from Northern Heights. The mascot's not the same. The colors aren't the same.
Once I say it, it's there. And that
there we go.
Nowhere. The fake, we did not buy on that fake.
See, we'll give you a pass for what was it, the Cardinals?
Yeah, because we'd been Sedgwick, and then we
Sedgwick,
were
and
Celine.
And well, it was Trinity. You kept calling Trinity, Hutch Trinity, the Cardinals, because they were red and white.
That's right.
But there's no excuse here tonight. Sacred Heart has nothing to do with these guys.
What is Hutch Trinity? I think they are the Cardinals.
No, they're the Celtics.
Yeah, but how can you be a Celtic and be red? That makes no sense. 2nd and 11. Sweep coming this direction.
Oh, better job of stringing that out.
Oh, we got a flag. That was a great defensive effort. We've got 56 down there. That's Hinton. We've got 42 Pippin. We had 22 Albin. Albin did a nice job of turning this in, Casey, right here.
Yeah, he did not let him. He got held. There's where the penalty was right there.
He spun out of it, though.
Yeah. Very good job by the defense, stringing that out. Should be third down. Yeah.
Gene is now taunting Casey.
He is.
So, third down and a short 12. Warrior crowd making some noise here. Oh, the snap is fumbled. I believe they recovered, but it's going to be 4th and forever. That was Pippin in there.
Yeah, they, I don't think they knew who was supposed to get the ball on that. It went right between them. Whoop! So, Mike, is this 4th and a short 22 or a short 23 or a long 22?
That's a long 23.
All right.
That's what that is. Oh, okay.
Peter, I'd say, oh, what a nice bounce for the Northern Heights team.
I was kind of cringing. Wheeler went for the block, didn't get it, and for a minute it looked like there was going to be contact with the punter, but he avoided it. It's all good. The scouting report mentioned that their punter lines up really deep. And it was just noted that he sets up like 11 yards deep or something. I don't know if that makes it harder to block or easier to block. From the own 45, the Warriors 1st and 10, leading 16-7. 6:36 to go, first quarter. Snyder rolls this direction.
Oh, boy, that's one he should have pitched, Mike. He had Wheeler out there all alone. You're going to see it right here.
I don't know if you'll be able to see how. Yeah, I don't think you can see the fact there is no one over here on the bottom of your screen.
25 was the option man, and if Jack would have just ran at him, pitched the ball to Wheeler, he'd still be running.
Short game, we'll call it 2nd and 9.
Same play.
Option again. There's the pitch. Wheeler's going to pick up about 3.
He had an extra guy out there that time, and he read the pitch man, and then Wheeler had a guy that was assigned to him.
Peterson comes out of the ball game. Here comes Stuklik with the play. Stuklik lines up on this side. Pippins are tied in on the far side. 2 slot backs.
I don't think we've seen Riggs with a carry yet tonight, have we?
I don't think we have.
Now we
are. Yeah. And Riggs runs hard for 2. It's going to be 4th down. The smart move is to punt here.
Yes, I think this is clearly a punting situation for Grant, especially up 16-7.
Opportunity to not necessarily flip the field, but certainly pin them deep. Deep for the Wildcats is Trent Bird, their tailback. Low snap, fields it well, gets the punt away. Nice punt. Takes a good Marion bounce.
Oh,
we picked it up before it rolled dead.
Yeah, old Brewer, he's a little anxious there. Might have got another yard or 2 out of that.
Colton Brewer was down there on the coverage, and yeah, I don't think it'd have been, and it's no big difference. I think we may have had a yard more roll if we'd have hung on there. As it is, they'll be clear down to their own 13-yard line to begin this possession. So, Casey, this would be a good time to see our first turnover of the night.
It'd be a great time. I'd like to see a pick 6, but I'm not sure if they throw or not.
Waiting for the snap. Directly to the tailback. Boy, we are all over that.
Yeah, I think maybe Jerry Smith made an adjustment after that first series, and they have had no success since then.
They're about, just a real quick look here, I'd say they're about in past games anyway, they've been about 70% run, 30% pass. Don't hold me to those percentages. Gain of 2, so 2nd and 8. We've got a Tampa State Bank timeout called by Northern Heights. So that is our first timeout of the evening. I'm really impressed by the fact that the stands are full. This is, you would think it was Old Settlers Day again.
Yeah, they really are. This is a capacity crowd. Albeit some of them are probably here to see their daughters or granddaughters on the track, but I would bet that most of them will stay for the second half even after they're done. A lot of times you'll go to a basketball game and they'll have a similar thing, and at halftime the place empties out after they watch their kids.
Yeah. The one thing that helps is that it's not a school night, Friday night. Kids can stay up and have fun.
Today is the birthday of Superman Bert Parchman.
4:23 to go in this first quarter. It's been a long quarter.
Seems like a long quarter. That's so long, Mike. I'm going to sit down for a minute. Oh.
We used to have a lot of those stools. We still do. It's just that we bought them. We own them. But Roger Hannaford took one. His spotter took one. The opposing coach took one. Here we go. So, 2nd and long. See what they decided at the timeout. Going around that left side, and he's not going to get much. Maybe a yard.
Marion defense doing an excellent job ever since that first drive of keeping Northern Heights in check.
I thought it was interesting in the paper this week, the comments of Coach Tiroff about the Chase County game. Certainly, I don't think the Warriors performed up to what we expected, and certainly Chase County played as hard as a perhaps outmanned team could play. But maybe we learned a lesson, came away with a win.
Anytime you can come away with a win, that's a valuable learning experience.
Quarterback gets the pass complete. Going to be a first down at about the 29. That was a nice play. He was wide open.
Yeah, he was wide open.
Heidebrecht with the tackle. That'll move the ball, as I said, out to the 29. 3:26 to go in this quarter. So the Wildcats are going to put number 10 wide. That's Mason French, top of the screen. He also plays quarterback. And off to the tailback. He's got a little running room in the middle of the field. Gets out to the 35.
I wasn't really paying attention there, but that was out of the I formation, wasn't it, Mike?
I think it was. We'll see if we get a replay here. I was watching number 10 and thinking, okay, he's the quarterback, and he's split out. Yeah, of course, in the I formation, yeah, there we go. Traditional roles that we've all become used to are not the same. Second and 4. Back to the I again. Quarterback, little play action, gets it away deep and overthrows everyone. Coverage was by Bryce Schultz.
Good coverage by Bryce. Bryce, he was one of my key players in last week's game at Chase County. His blocked extra point really turned out to be a big play since we won by 1 point.
He also stepped up when Peterson went out of the game.
Yeah, he had a long reception. I believe he also had an interception.
And his dad stayed and helped us tear down scaffolding after the game. That's, you know.
There you go.
All right, 3rd and 4. Back to the single wing, and
There.
buried in the backfield.
That was that short snap again. That's what they scored the touchdown on, was that run right there. Here's the replay. It's going to go to...
Was it Shalene that
22 is going to get it. Yeah, 22, Shalene was not fooled that time.
Got it in slow-mo.
Right there it is.
Oh, Shalene.
Shalene knocked his own player into him to knock him down. Great play by Adam right there. He just blew the play up. You ever hear somebody talking about blowing a play up?
There it is.
That was it.
Peterson back at his own 35, waiting on the punt. By the way, good punt. Peterson catches it on the move. Oh, we got a flag down. Peterson goes out of bounds on the 45. What was the penalty, Casey?
Yeah, it's probably going to be against us. I didn't see block in the back.
That's
inadvertent.
Yeah, but. So that'll bring it back. We'll still have decent position.
Look at Coach Tiroff down there pleading his case. His hands were in the air.
Yeah. Either that or he's being arrested. He certainly has his hands up. They're going to call block in the back.
Yeah. That's a little rinky-dinky there.
So they'll mark that off from the spot.
That'll just give us more room to work with, work on our offense.
Yeah, to help you pad the stats. You can get a 70-yard touchdown run instead of a 50-yard touchdown.
There you go.
I'll move it back to the 28. So that's still decent field position. The Warriors will go in business there. Minute 30 to go in the first quarter. 16-7 score. Stuklik wide on the left side. Heidebrecht the slot on the same side. Now Heidebrecht goes in motion. Snyder's going to roll to his right.
Pitch.
And we've got another flag down. And one would assume that, again, it's going to be against the Warriors.
Yep, here's a replay. Now, Jack did a nice job of cutting it in. I said pitch, but I didn't know what I was talking about. There was a man out on Wheeler.
Yeah, that's the thing about our broadcasts is we have opinions.
Yeah.
We admit they're frequently wrong, but we do have opinions.
Yeah. Yeah, if you hear me say something that you think is wrong, you're probably right.
But every once in a while, we are right.
Just know that I know that, and don't call me at home.
All right, 1st and 18 for the Warriors after that penalty. Hand off to Riggs. As always, Riggs falls forward, but he only gets a couple.
Running hard, but there wasn't too many places to go.
Casey, just take a moment here. Well, I'll hang on. I'll put that in my pocket. We'll come back to it.
Closing in on the longest first quarter in history. I can't figure that out because there's only been like 3 pass plays.
Yeah. It's weird how sometimes they just seem to move so fast and sometimes they go on forever.
Usually it's the third quarter that drags on.
Yeah, that's true. Snyder wants to throw. Gets a little pressure, but he gets the ball away. That's intended for Wheeler. Wheeler pulls it in at the 40. That's a first down.
Great concentration right there by Corbin Wheeler. Look how he goes up with his hands.
Yeah.
Catches it with his hands, not his body.
Nice tackle, brings him down immediately, but he had the first down. Puts the Warriors back up, nodes of the ball on their own 40, waiting for the play from the sidelines. And we're going to have a
quarter.
Oh, it is the quarter.
It'll be the end of the quarter.
Hey, real quick, our first quarter sponsors were Eagle Communications, Prairie Land Partners, Marion National Bank, and Lanning Pharmacy. And let's take a break and get these words from our sponsors.
Marion Die & Fixture is a Bradbury Group company that manufactures a wide range of custom dies and fixtures for metal forming applications. The dedicated employees and management place an emphasis on quality. Marion Die and Fixture is a proud supporter of the Marion community.
Donahue Manufacturing continues the tradition of quality trailer manufacturing which began over 50 years ago. Located just outside of Durham, Kansas, Donahue builds a full line of agricultural, industrial, and utility trailers. Continuous product evaluation and quality improvements ensure that you get maximum value for your trailer purchase. Please visit our website at donahuetrailers.com or call us toll-free 1-800-457-7406. When there's work to do, Donahue.
Welcome to the Lumberyard in Hillsborough, Kansas, in Marion County. My name is John Heffley, I'm president and owner, and I'd like to welcome you and show you some of the services we have to offer here. We're a full-service lumberyard. We do paint, lumber, hardware. We have free delivery in Marion County. We have a lot of options to show people. We have a showroom for kitchen and bath. We are just a full service, and we'd love to have you come take a look at us and shop Marion County.
Back in time for the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. Let's go down to the field and Casey K.
Hey, well, I'm sort of on the field in spirit, but maybe I'm getting old, but I sort of enjoy it up here. I like the new confines of the Jerry Cady press box, and I like being able to see the instant replay. And I like not having to go to my happy place every time for you guys to hear me.
We are going to get that fixed. Gene spent a lot of time working on that. We thought we had it fixed last week, and clearly we didn't.
Well, it hit me last week, and you guys may think I'm crazy. The viewing public will think I'm wrong, but I'm right on this. A lot of my broadcast on the field has to do with the wind direction for some reason, and it hit me last week. The wind was straight out of the east last week, and it was blowing from the scaffolding away toward me, so I think that had something to do with it. Wind's out of the east, the sound is the least. That's from our producer, Gene Winkler. But I remember from last year, if we had, say like tonight, if we had a north wind, I come in better if I'm upwind of the press box than I would if I were downwind.
So radio signals blowing the wind, I mean, that doesn't seem right.
I'm just talking from experience.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not arguing. It just seems wrong.
It seems like when the wind is blowing from me to the press box, you guys can hear me better.
Warriors 1st and 10. Snyder's going to go around that right side. And he pitches to Wheeler, but too little too late on that.
That was Hoffner.
It was Hoffner on the pitch. You're right. To take the pitch.
Took the pitch, and he took the punishment.
Going to mark it back about 2 yards. So 2nd down and 12 now as we open the second quarter of action. The Warriors up 16-7.
I'm looking for that inside reverse to Wheeler.
The handoff to Riggs. He powers forward across the 40. Be 3rd and 9. Schultz comes out of the game. Talking to Peterson and Stuklik down there. Peterson comes in. What's your 3rd and 9 call, Casey?
I think I'm going to air it out, Mike. I'm going to look for Peterson running maybe a post or a fly route.
What wind there is would be at the quarterback's back, but it's not enough to make any real difference. And that's a handoff to Riggs. He's got the 1st down, runs over people inside the 40 down to the 37.
Late flag. I think that's going to be a personal foul, be my guess. I thought there was a flag. Maybe there's not.
Well, I saw the official down here.
Right under the ball.
This guy, where is this guy?
It's got to be a face mask or...
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
There we go. I saw his hand, but I never saw a flag anywhere. Okay. Well, we did on the replay, obviously.
Another face mask.
So that'll push the ball deep into, oh, it's a 5-yarder. Okay. That'll still give the Warrior great position at the 33.
I didn't think we had 2 different face mask penalties in high school.
I think they do.
You know, obviously they do, but...
Yeah, I think we've had it called a couple times this year, actually.
Okay.
But I don't know if inadvertent's still the right name, but it's what they used to call it.
I wonder if that's a new rule, because I used to think it was 15 no matter what.
Riggs got slammed. I'm almost certain that you're right, that they went away from it.
Okay.
But yet now we're seeing it again, so I guess my assumption is that they reinstituted it or whatever.
I mean, obviously at the college and the pro level, you have the 2 different varieties, and now we do it at the high school again.
Second and 11. We've had a little problem. Jay Smith just had to leave, and so Danny is going to be covering all the action from the Danny cam, at least for the rest of this quarter. Snyder keeps, and he gets brought down after a short gain.
Northern Heights playing some good defense all of a sudden in the second quarter.
I couldn't get a feel from reading the scouting report, Casey, whether, I mean, I didn't see anything that made them sound like a weak sister, but on the other hand, I couldn't tell if they don't look that impressive, but they're playing pretty well.
Yeah, they're no pushover. Speaking of, what do you call them, Sister St. Mary of the Blind or whatever? What I'm getting at is next week we will not be playing them.
Oh, is that not true? Yeah. Meade comes to town.
Probably with the #1 ranking in the state.
They've had it for a while now.
Here we go.
Wants to pass. Pops it out. Oh!
Woo!
And that was Hoffner with the reception.
That was an outstanding tackle by number 12, Tucker Litke. That's a good football name. I mean, yeah, it was a great catch and good concentration, but man, what a stick at the end of that play. That is a picture-perfect form tackle right there.
Those kind of plays, you want it's a high percentage pass, and then you want some yards after the catch. That time they downed him immediately, and it's 4th and 3.
We'll run the option here, be my guess. Here we go.
There it is. Pitch that thing to Wheeler. Get around the end.
He's not going to.
No. 25, Trenton Bird. We've mentioned him a couple of times. One of their best athletes. Takes Wheeler down.
Yeah, they had a man for a quarterback and a man for a running back. I'm almost thinking one of those guys should have been blocked.
So the Warriors defense comes on the field. They'll flip the chains, and Northern Heights will have first down at their own 28. I formation. Tailback gets the carry. That's a pretty tough run. He's going to get the ball across the 30.
That was a great run. 56 Hinton was in there.
And all right, we're back to 2-camera operation here now.
Back to normal.
Normal as we get.
Yep. Probably never call our broadcast normal, but.
2nd and 7. I formation, quarterback under center. Quick pass, a little high, it's caught, but he's going to maybe lose a little on that.
Noah Albin was out there along with Bryce Schultz, I believe.
That'll make it 3rd down. So it'll remain 3rd and 7. Casey, how come every time we're home, the weather's just beautiful, and every time we go on the road, it's cold and windy?
Hard to say.
6:51, Warriors up 16-7. 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. Quarterback snap. Whoa, we got a flag. Must have had some movement. Quarterback was going to roll out to his right and look downfield.
Dead ball. Left side. On the offense. 5-yard penalty.
That'll move.
Still.
That'll move them back, make it 3rd and 12. Remember to stay tuned at halftime. We'll bring you at least part of the halftime show featuring the junior cheerleaders. Quarterback rolls right, looks deep. He goes deep. Oh, my, what a catch. Wheeler was right there. Oh, he dropped the ball. Wheeler recovered it. What a turn of events.
I don't think anybody touched him, Mike. He just dropped
the ball.
Did a great job concentrating and making this catch, shedding the first tackler. Then he's running down the field, and he just drops it.
Wheeler was right there, just couldn't find the ball. Let me see here. No, he just dropped it. No,
popped out. He even had it in the right hand.
Yes, he did.
Or the left hand, which is the outside hand, right.
Great pressure from Cade Harms on their quarterback on that play, but he got a nice pass off. Warriors in business now. 6 minutes to go in the quarter. They'll start on their own, just outside their own 25. Snyder keeps, pitches, ball's on the ground. That was Heidebrecht, I don't know.
Bounced right off his leg. Northern Heights has it.
Right back to them. Well, things have a way of evening out.
Peyton's usually not a pitch back. I don't know what they were doing running the option that way, but you'll see it here.
Is Wheeler in the game? Yeah, he is. He was up top.
Gonna bounce right off his leg. Boom.
You know, one of the things that offensively, if you do something they don't expect, that it can be successful, but you got to make it work. All right, 1st and 10 from the Warrior 21 for the Wildcats. Tailback with the carry.
He got hit hard.
He got hit real quick. Who was that nabbed him in the back?
I think that was Hoffner that hit him first. I could be wrong.
Yeah, 56.
56 is Hinton.
Hinton, yeah.
Having the game of his life.
2nd and 8.
I would too. I'd be scared to go home to Gabe and Bill if I didn't have the game of my life. Daddy Gabe and Grandpa Bill.
They split 2 receivers out on the near side. Those are their 2 best players. They hand off going the other direction. Back runs hard and picks up almost 10.
Touchdown saving tackle by Bryce Schultz there.
Dakota Lunsford was the ball carrier. He's their fullback, and scouting report indicated he doesn't get a lot of carries, but when he does, he's normally pretty effective. He takes the ball down to the 10. Long time getting the play in here. So good competitive ball game so far. Warriors up. We've got a Tampa State Bank timeout called by Northern Heights. What I started to say earlier, Casey, was just a little memory or whatever. Today, this is Friday when we're recording this, was a funeral of Gary Carlson. And the community lost another one of those people that was very community-oriented, about as nice a guy as you could meet. Always there, just loved being there during Chingawassa days in the gazebo, back when we had the gazebo announcing. And, of course, the Carlson brothers with the grocery store, that's one of those businesses that donates to everything all the time. Again, they get it. They support the community dramatically. And so for all the Carlson family, we just our thoughts are with you, and we lost a good one.
Now, Mike, I don't know if you're at the Kiwanis meeting Tuesday or not, but I put a happy buck in for Gary Carlson. I call him one of the old school businessmen of Marion, Kansas. That guy did more for this community and never took a dime, never asked for a dime. I was fortunate enough to visit with him Old Settlers Day. They provide the sound system for the announcer for Old Settlers Day, and Gary was there. He wasn't doing well. He was in the van, and I got to talk to him, and I asked him how long he'd been doing this, and he knew exactly how long. He said, "I've been doing this since 1958. I've never missed a year." And I found out today at the funeral that 1958 was the year they moved to Marion and started their business.
Wow.
So he's done that, and everyone there's been several years where I've forgot to call him. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I forgot to call Carlson's. And guess what? He was there. Old Settlers Day morning, set the sound system up. Never charged a penny for it.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats, or 1st and goal rather for the Wildcats from just inside the 10. Quarterback wants to throw, has a little pressure, gets it away. Oh, almost picked off by Wheeler, broken up nicely.
Oh, Corbin stepped right in front of that. That'd have been a great way to end the second quarter if he could have picked that off and gone to the house. Or even just picked it off.
Or even just picked it off.
Yeah, I think it's very important we thwart this drive here. We do not want them to score right now before halftime.
2nd down. Again, 2nd and goal. The ball's on the 10-yard line. Here, 1 back in the backfield, 3 receivers. They pitch to the man coming around. He cuts back in the middle of the formation, and he gets nailed.
Stuck. Hinton's in there again. Shalene was in there.
Pippin.
Heidebrecht's in there.
Here you take a look at it. Yeah, Heidebrecht probably was the first guy there. All right, they've run 2 plays. They may have gained a half yard. Maybe more like a foot. 3rd down.
If they don't make this, Mike, I'll bet we see a field goal attempt.
That would just make your year, wouldn't it?
Well, no, I'd make my year if we tried one. Other teams ought to.
There's a pitch. He gives up some ground. Can he get the corner turned? No, he cannot. He loses a little yard, maybe a little more.
It's going to be 4th and goal from about the 12. Here it comes. Here comes the field goal team. I told you.
Well, I didn't. Calm down. All right,
it's even from the opposite hash.
Sure is.
It's going to be a 29-yard attempt.
Yeah, just going to say they're going to be kicking from the 19, and you get 10 yards of end zone, so 29-yard field goal attempt. Snap's good, place is good, and the kick is not so good.
Go, baby, go! Oh, we had an inadvertent whistle. I heard a whistle right after the block.
And the officials are acknowledging it right now. He's telling the coach that was on us. Yeah, that's a good point.
That is a what we call a RFU, a referee foul-up.
When the whistle blows, that's the end of the play. If they blow it when they shouldn't have, then it's just too bad, and it can be very frustrating, but nothing you can do about it because the players have to know when the whistle blows, the play is over.
Yep. Just about anybody you talk to, Jay and I included, can remember plays in our high school days where there was an inadvertent whistle. Usually it cost you a touchdown.
I remember being in the press box here and Sean Kraft standing on about the 5-yard line, nobody around him with the ball, but they'd blown the whistle because they took the fake and blew it when the guy went into the line.
Our fullback back in the late 70s, Jeff Richmond, he was so well at carrying out the fake that a lot of times the referees thought he had the ball, and either Doug Heary and I'd be standing in the end zone holding it up, but wouldn't count.
Officials, I assume they're talking about where to spot the ball here, Casey. Doesn't it go where the ball was when the whistle blew?
Well, but in that case, since they blew it after the ball was kicked, should probably go back to the line of scrimmage.
That would make sense, but they're not doing that either. I don't know what they're doing. Standing on just outside the 10, and Coach Terrell's not happy. I think he's feeling like, look, I can accept the inadvertent whistle, but whatever decision's being made after that, he's not so accepting of.
That's the line of scrimmage, I think, right there. Because it was a 29-yard attempt, so
it's close to the line of scrimmage. I think it was more like the 12, but that's close. Yeah, you're right. Are they giving them the ball? What the heck is going on here?
No, that can't be right. The play was over.
Certainly was. And there was not a penalty or anything. And even if there had been, it would have been after the play.
They're not giving the play over, are they?
They're going to give him the down over. I didn't hear the first. Did he say inadvertent whistle during the play? What'd he say? Well, here we go. Another field goal attempt.
Missed that one, too. I'll tell you what, Mike, that is either a bad call or a stupid rule.
Okay, that ball was kicked from the 19-yard line.
Right.
Gene, find the next one and show me where it was kicked from.
I think it was kicked from the same spot.
I don't think so.
You know.
That's okay, Gene. Just find the last play we had. Try to save it. I want to see where the ball was kicked from. That's going to be a first down, Warriors.
Now they're going to give us the ball at the 20.
After this play, maybe we can come back to that. Okay. So we'll get a look at this. We got 3:40 to go. Warriors up 16-7 after a crazy scenario or series of events here. Snyder awaits the snap. Hands off to Riggs. Riggs gets forward to the 25. All right, all I want to see, Gino, is that kick, that last kick. Don't show me the first one for the second time.
No, you're right. It was from the 18.
Yeah, they moved the ball up a yard. Warriors have second down and 5. Snyder wants to throw. He's going long for Peterson. Peterson's got 2 men on him, can't get to it.
That almost looked like some contact there. Looked like he was held up, but.
They'll make it 3rd and 5. Schultz comes in the ball game. Heidebrich comes in the ball game.
Nice pass Jack got off that time.
Yes, it was.
He did not underthrow that ball. Old coach used to say, never underthrow a long pass, never overthrow a short pass.
Well, good advice. Warriors in an I formation. And now, yeah, hand off to Riggs, the fullback. There's not much there.
We're going to have to punt now with
yes, we are.
3 minutes left in the half. It's probably not what we wanted to do.
It'll be 4th and 2, but deep, but not, well, not deep, but on our own 27. Not going to go for it on 4th down here. Remember, stay tuned at halftime. Right after the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report, we'll have some of the halftime show with the little cheerleaders. Good kick. Take a nice Marion bounce.
Great bounce.
And we'll roll down to the 37.
2:21 left in the first half. Marion Warriors hanging on to a 16-7 lead. Both teams been playing well. Marion's defense has really stiffened up after the first drive, and Northern Heights is playing good defense on their own part.
Our second quarter sponsors are Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Erie Real Estate, Marion Kiwanis Club.
Now they're running out of the shotgun. They're not in the eye or the whatever else they were in.
Passes caught and dropped. I guess it wasn't ever caught if it was dropped, but it looked like he had it for a second, couldn't control it. I want to make sure and thank our Warrior sponsors, Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and HRK Variety.
Wind has died down to almost nothing. Just a nice, cool, crisp October night.
Yeah, it is. It's got to be carving a pumpkin or something.
Yeah, or at a football game.
Or at a football game carving a pumpkin. Second down. Handoff, almost a draw play. And it's got big yardage. It's going to be a foot race here. Wheeler dives. He does not catch him. That's going all the way.
Boy, unfortunate, too. That's Daniel Hinton, I think, didn't know that kid had the ball. And looked like he had him wrapped up. Here's the replay. Right. Oh. Ran right by him.
Wheeler was, I think Corbin realized that he was going to lose that foot race, perhaps. Had to make the dive, couldn't quite get him. They'll go for the kick, trailing 16-13.
Sure not what you wanted right before the end of the first half.
Sure is not. 2 minutes, 2:05 left on the clock. Don't know if the Warriors can do anything with that. Good on the extra point.
Well,
so
if he'd have kicked the field goal like that,
yeah,
he'd have made it.
Certainly would have. 16-14 is our score.
They're within a field goal now, Mike.
They are.
Taking the lead.
Well, and if they can just get an inadvertent whistle 3 or 4 times and move it up a yard on each attempt, then.
Yeah, that was a.
What are we talking about now, Casey? We got it.
I'm not sure.
The officials are huddled and.
Back to that inadvertent whistle, though, I believe what the referee said was since the whistle occurred during the play, that by rule, you have to do the play over.
Okay.
But, I mean, doesn't an inadvertent whistle always happen during the play?
Yeah.
I mean,
it does.
Yeah, that's the whole.
You're not going to have an inadvertent whistle before the play.
Or after the play.
And, I mean, unless it changed like, you know, last year or this year, every inadvertent whistle play I've ever seen, it's just
the result of the play.
Exactly.
And then you move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
The result of the play, except that.
Well, wherever they thought the ball was at the inadvertent whistle, I guess.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what I always thought.
But
it was.
you know, when you think about it, it ought to be where the ball actually is.
Yes.
If Sean Kraft's running down the field to the 20-yard line and they blow the whistle because they think the fullback has it back here, the ball should be where it is when the whistle's blown.
And that's actually fair because the result would have been a touchdown.
Right.
You're not going to get a touchdown, but at least you get the benefit of running a great play.
Right.
Okay. We'll probably have to move on from that unless we can come up with some pirate jokes.
Unless we have another inadvertent whistle. And we'll ride it all night long.
Yes, we will, because we are fully capable of that. 16-14 score. Warriors hanging on now to a scant 2-point lead. End over end line drive, not line drive, bouncing kick. Peterson puts on a move, puts on another move, fakes 2 men out, jumps over one.
Oh, there's holding.
Down the sideline. Oh, we got a flag.
Yeah, it was, I mean, if I can see it, I'm watching the guy run the ball and I can see the hold. That was pretty evident. That's too bad because Mason did a great job.
Look
one, whoop. There's another one, whoop. There's the hold right
He's going to jump a guy.
Hold was on number 79. You're going to see it right back there, I think. Yeah. And if he'd have just let go of him after the first couple of seconds, I don't think he'd have got caught, but he hung on.
79 is their kicker. I didn't see the play itself, but in the aftermath, he was walking around swinging his arm and holding his shoulder like he was injured. the penalties started out kind of favoring the Warriors. Some face mask penalties against the Wildcats, but boy, this second quarter has not been a good one for Marion in the officiating department. 1st and 10 from the 46.
Boy, Riggs he hasn't had any holes tonight. Everything he's got has been on. I guess he had one run where he had a big hole, but he's been met at the line of scrimmage almost every time.
He's going to get a yard, and he got it the hard way that time. The Warriors in pretty darn good field position here on the 43. Excuse me, the 48.
They've got time. We've got 3 timeouts. If we want to, I would say we want to try to get this ball in the end zone.
Sure make a difference going into halftime. Coming around this direction, that's to Wheeler.
Oh.
Wheeler got hit early, and now he's been hit off, and he's going to...
I think he missed the hole, Mike. And we see this again. I think if he'd have cut it up just a hair quicker, he'd have had a big hole. That's my favorite play. That's the one I've been waiting for right here.
Yeah.
Right there was the hole, see?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, it's a lot easier to see up here than it is when you're in the midst of the action down there. Lots of 1, 3rd and 11.
And now we may just want to make sure they don't get the ball with time to score.
Want to throw. Snyder gets the ball out there. That's to Heidebrink. He's got the first down, and he's down to the 35.
What a great play. What a great play call and a good pass by Jack Schneider.
That was a really nicely thrown ball. Didn't overthrow it, just laid it out there nice.
Yeah. Great camera work there by Jay Smith.
There's a Tampa State Bank timeout called by the Warriors that time.
Now we want to use the clock. We've got 4 downs and 34 seconds.
And as I said, the ball on the, well, we'll call it the 35.
And two timeouts.
Thought they were inside that, but they actually spotted the 35. So 2 timeouts, and you got the sidelines, and if you get a first down, they stop the clock to move the chain. So there's something to work with here. Casey, I see your wife on the side.
I see her too.
Wondering where's
She's probably looking for me on the sidelines. I don't know if I told her I was up in the booth tonight.
She must need money. Or maybe she's used to giving you money. I don't know.
I don't have any money. She's got popcorn, so she either begged money from somebody or she has some of her own. Well, she was taking tickets at the gate tonight, so she ought to have access to all sorts of money.
Well, don't say
No, I didn't say that. That's a joke.
Not say that. Let's see that the Warriors took that timeout. They, as I said, the clock had stopped to move the chains, but they wanted to take the timeout, get everybody on the same page here.
I almost say we throw every down right here, Mike.
I really wouldn't have any objection to that, Casey. Now, they're kind of playing a bit deep. Snyder wants to throw as he rolls out. He gets away, pops it out there. Oh, that's caught. Get out of bounds, Corbin. All right, he goes down. He's at the 21.
I think that was intended for Heidebrink.
I think so,
really
too.
do. Heidebrink thought it was intended for him.
The clock has stopped. They're moving the chains. Coach is telling them to get up to the line. They've got the play. They've started the clock now, 25 and coming down.
Pretty good clock management. At least 20 seconds is a lot of time. We've got 2 timeouts.
That's a handoff to
there he hit
Wheeler.
the hole.
Oh, he's brought down after a short gain.
Timeout with 12 seconds.
We're down to the 17-yard line.
So we have time for at least 2 plays.
And I think you can go in the end zone twice here, Casey. I mean, Snyder certainly can throw a nice ball. You've got kids that can catch it.
You know what we're not going to do?
Field goal?
Right. we're not going to kick a field goal.
Well, that was another Tampa State Bank timeout called by the Warriors. Have 1 to go. We're enjoying the game here in the Jerry Cady Insurance broadcast area.
Well, it is a well-lit area. We don't even have all the lights on.
I just turned on the one. Is it bothering you?
No.
Okay. I thought, given your age and your reading glasses, you would like more light.
I do. The more light, the better.
All right, 12 seconds. I agree with Casey. There's 2 plays probably there, as long as you don't.
Yeah, a 12-second play would be a long play.
It would.
I'm with you. I try to look for number 6 in the corner of the end zone.
Rolls to the right, wants to throw. He's looking for Peterson. Oh, he runs out of bounds. And Peterson actually was opening up down there, but I don't think Snyder felt like he had time.
That's a pretty high-tech throw for a high school quarterback. Running to your right,
yeah.
Throwing across your body all
You're
the way
right.
to the middle of the end zone to the left.
That is true. All right, 8 seconds.
Still might have time for 2 plays.
So that one took 4, and that was kind of a long play. We've got 2 downs. It's only 3rd down. Wheeler, Peterson, Heidebrecht, all up top of your screen.
Just need to throw it up, let them go for it. Here we
That's
go.
exactly what they're doing. It's intended for Peterson.
He got it. He got it. Touchdown.
It's a touchdown. He's in the zone. I was waiting for the official to give the call down there.
Oh, my eagle eyes could see it from here, Mike.
Yeah, but it don't count till the official puts up his
I
hand.
know it. Great route, great pass, great concentration.
Oh, he caught that with one hand.
One-handed catch.
Wow.
My eagle eyes didn't see that until I saw the replay.
Wow. Well, that, Casey, may be a momentum shifter right there.
That's how you want to end the first half.
Certainly is. We had 2 seconds on the clock. We would have had time for one more play.
Well, the time won't run off on the conversion.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying we have.
Oh, we would have had, right.
Yeah. And that's good. He's in the zone. So the Warriors will go into halftime up 24-14.
Yeah, maybe. We got to kick it off. But they shouldn't. The way we kick off, I don't think there'll be any big returns. Good hard run by Jack Schneider on that 2-point conversion.
Hey, remember, after the game, after this broadcast ends, you can stay tuned for a special edition of our community television program, The Corner.
Here's a replay again, Mike. We can see this one-handed catch.
Wow.
Woo! That's fun.
After the game, The Corner will be broadcast. Community television program we do occasionally, and we'll have interviews with regard to the Marion Food Bank and Resource Center. So check out The Corner immediately following the game. And in 2 seconds, we'll have a real quick St. Luke Hospital quarterly report. Then we'll have some of the halftime show featuring the little junior cheerleaders. We don't often have a score, Casey, where there's a 10-point differential. I mean, that's in college and pro ball, you get it all the time, but we don't get that too often.
Nope. It's got nothing to do with field goals.
Well, it does. They missed there.
Well, yeah, but usually that's why you have a 10-point differential.
And they're going to, oh, my. Nice job by Evan Heidebrecht there covering the
Evan, the young freshman.
All right, so it's time for the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. That's to you, Casey Case.
Well, Mike, an entertaining game. 2 weeks ago against El Saline, we witnessed a great game that was fun to watch. Last week at Chase County, not so much. I don't know if anybody on the Marion side had a lot of fun during that game, but tonight, very entertaining. Good spirited play by both teams. Good defense by both teams. Not a lot of mistakes. Just a lot of good plays, a lot of good playing by good players. And so far, it's been a lot of fun. I hope the second half is as enjoyable to watch, and the outcome remains the same as it is at halftime.
Let's take a break for these words from our sponsor. We'll be right back with our halftime program.
The Marion High School Boosters are always there to support the students of Marion High in all their activities. Parents, grandparents, patrons of the district, and anyone wishing to support young people striving to excel are welcome to join the Warrior Nation. Buy some Warrior gear and show your colors. Come to a play, a game, a concert, or any other activity. Help boost the Warriors.
Check out Marion County Ace Hardware on Highway 56 north of town for all your home improvement, camping, lawn care, and other hardware needs. Marion Ace Hardware is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. They are committed to being the helpful place by offering knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. Helping you is the most important thing they do every day at Marion County Ace Hardware. Carlson's Grocery supports the Marion Warriors, the Center Cougars, and all the people and organizations of the area. Carlson's offers a full-service grocery store with small-town friendliness and big city selection. Newly remodeled, Carlson's Grocery has a great variety of all your favorites. Fresh produce, an outstanding deli, and mouth-watering catering are also available at Carlson's. Carlson's Grocery, everything you need right here at home. Hannah Ford Abstract and Title is a trusted name serving people in the region since 1871. They provide abstracts of title and title insurance, along with real estate closings for your transactions. With the latest in leading-edge computer technology, Hannah Ford Abstract will continue to be dedicated to providing the very best of service for years to come and to supporting students of MHS.
I hope you enjoyed the words from our sponsors. Hope you enjoyed the time show. And we are ready for the kickoff to open the second half with the Warriors leading 24-14. There's a kick from Heidebrecht. Bouncing kick over the head of the deep man. They finally field it. Now he's going to reverse field, try to pick up a little running room, and now he drops the ball. We got a flag down. Oh, my goodness.
In the immortal words of Harry Carey, holy cow! What a way to start the second half.
Had a little bit of everything on that play. We've had a little bit of everything in this game. And that penalty is going to be against the Wildcats.
Mike, as I was coming up through the concession stand on my way back to the second half, referees were all walking by, and I recognized one of them as being an old baseball official that we used to have umpire all of the state and regional tournaments we used to hold here, and we'd run into him when Will and Griff were playing. And I saw him, and he had a big smile on his face. I said, now I know why there's an inadvertent whistle. He just laughed. He wouldn't take responsibility for it, but he didn't deny it either.
From the 5-yard line, there's the handoff. Again, that was the play, Casey, to the little guy up front, and just not much there.
Trying to see who that was. 56, Hinton, and 63. Is that Het?
63 is Het, yes.
No, that's Harms. Cade Harms.
Yeah, Cade Harms, excuse me.
Yeah, Jeremy Het's 54, so 63, Cade Harms.
Short gain. We'll call it a yard. 2nd and 9. Deep in Sacred Heart High. There we go again to start the 3rd quarter in Northern Heights territory. Quick pass, nice play. Wheeler's going to bring him down. He's going to be out to the 25. I like that play.
That was a good play. That was very well done. Wheeler was just a little bit slow getting there. Number 13, Michael DeWeese. And Mike, the difference between me and the other people that work with you is they let you slide when you make mistakes like that. I'll call you on it every time.
Yeah, and you know how irritating that is?
I do. That's why I do it.
I never hear him do that on TV, Casey. All right, 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Good running play. Boy, he's got a lot of running room. He sheds a tackle, gets the ball across the 40.
They hit that seam fast, and this should come back. Hopefully it'll be a holding on Northern Heights, or I mean Sacred Heart.
Most of the time I'll correct myself, but I don't get the chance.
Yeah.
They are moving back, so it'll be face. Oh, did he say hands to the face? Is that what he said, I believe? That'll be a major penalty. We're going to march it off here. We'll put them back. Yeah, 10 yards from the spot. So that moves them back, and now they'll be 1st and 9. Where the Wildcats have come out ready to play in the 2nd half. They've looked good offensively. Pitch play going around the left side. It's driven out of bounds. I think that was Heidebrecht over there.
Yeah, good play by Heidebrecht that time, stretching the play out.
Casey, you mentioned that sometimes when you've got the little cheerleaders here after the halftime, you know, you never know how many will stick around. But, boy, this crowd's still here. I think people are having a good time. Seeing a good football game, beautiful weather.
We've got a good crowd, and Marion is just famous for big crowds, home or away games.
2nd and 6. Quarterback wants to throw. Now he's just going to throw it out here in the flat, and they're going to blow this play dead.
It's a little late for blowing a...
Yeah, they're going to call procedure, but, boy, how long does it take to do that? Okay, so you are correct. Marion is known for taking a good crowd even on the road, although everyone is human, and the better the team is doing, the better the crowd is.
And you are right, and we are 5-0 and ranked in the state.
And had a great crowd on the road last week.
We did. And we are a good team. We're a very young team. I think we're going to be better in the next 2 years.
2nd and 13 now. Quarterback from a shotgun. He gets pressure, gets the ball away. There's people there, but he pulls it in. The initial hit was by Schultz, but it's a completed pass out past the 35.
That was good presence by the Northern Heights quarterback and receiver. It's a nice play. And a nice tackle by Schultz.
They did not give him a very favorable spot. I'm not complaining about that, but he was across the 35 when he caught that ball. That's okay, but that's going to make it, instead of a 1st down, it's going to be 3rd and 1. Receiver split way out on the left side. Peterson on him. And we've got another flag, we got, offsides this time.
That's my buddy out there signaling the offsides.
Casey, he came in starting to do this and then moved him to his to hips to call offsides. And it's encroachment. I know that's the proper term these days.
I like offsides better.
I'm just saying, you know, none of my buddies encroached in their lives. They did jump offsides once in a while.
Yep.
That does give them the first down. It's 9:25 to go, third quarter. Warriors with a 10-point lead. First down from the 39. Pitch play. And they run hard. Nice game.
That kid is a quick hitter, good hard runner. Who is that, number 25?
25, that's Brent.
That's old Trent Bird. 150-pound senior. You know, you look at these high school rosters, and it can be very deceiving. You look at these kids, well, you think, oh, he's 150 pounds, 160. He can't be that good. And then you have the kid from Linden last year. It was, what, 152 pounds?
Yeah, boy.
He tore us up like no player I have ever seen.
He could not be stopped. He turned the corner, and he was gone. 2nd and 2. Inside handoff, going to get the first down into Warrior territory, down at the 45.
Another good hard run. That time it was number 5, Dakota Lunsford. He's another senior, 5'9", 195. That's not a little boy.
He's the fullback that coach said doesn't carry often, but carries effectively when he gets the ball.
I'll tell you what, if he were my fullback, he'd be carrying very often, the way he ran that ball.
So, again, from first down. Northern Heights certainly came out of the locker room fired up here in this second half.
Good hard hit there by Heidebrecht to finish off that tackle.
3 yards on that carry, and we got an injured player. We got a Tampa State Bank officials timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Man down as the coaches check on him. Well, Casey, that'll give us a chance to talk about our third quarter sponsors. Third quarter sponsors are Marion Booster Club, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract.
Let's talk about our district, Mike. Do you know anything about our district?
As a matter of fact, that was on my agenda, was to ask you about our district.
Well, I think I told you that I was unsure about it, so I got on Catch It Kansas a couple of weeks ago, and I could not find Marion listed anywhere in 2A. So just on a whim, I went to 3A, and Catch It Kansas has us playing in a 3A district with Hillsboro and Halstead and somebody else, which obviously is not right. And I'm pretty sure we're in a district game tonight, but in 2A, the districts are bigger. In 3A, they always used to be 4 teams. I believe this is either a 5 or a 6 team.
We've got back to live action here. The second down for the Wildcats. And they have to call a Tampa State Bank timeout because they weren't aligned. They didn't have the end covered here. I'm going to give it to you because I need to go replace a battery.
All right, you replace a battery, and I'm going to talk about something I know nothing about, which is the districts. Well, since I don't know anything about it, I don't think I'll talk about it anymore. I will try to find our third quarter sponsors for us. Looks like it is Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract. Marion holding on to a 24-14 lead over Northern Heights. Northern Heights been a little out of sync. They will have moments where they look very good, very sharp, and then they'll have other moments where they look discombobulated. And they're going through one of those phases right now. Had to take a timeout because they had people out of line. They've had a couple of procedure penalties. But at other times, their running backs running very hard, running downhill. Their quarterbacks shown good poise in the pocket. And at times, their defense has been very effective. And we're getting back to live play here. 2nd and 7 for Northern Heights on the Warrior 42-yard line.
All right, Casey, I am back. It's
going to be a halfback pass, except he's not going to get it off.
And he goes out of bounds at about the 40. And they're marking it inside the 40.
He definitely was looking to pass. Good pressure by the Marion defense.
That's going to make it 3rd down, Case.
Made him go to his second option, which was to run, and did a very nice job of getting out of trouble. That was Trent Bird.
Yeah, we've called his name a lot tonight. He's a good athlete.
Unlike the feathered kind, spells his name B-U-R-D.
All right, 3rd down and 3. Quarterback quick pass. That's that same play they used earlier really effectively, and it works again.
Northern Heights is not ready to quit, Mike. I think they came to play a full game.
Takes the ball down to the 25-yard line.
To the other side. Can you let him cross the field?
The press box announcer, Carl Helm, is just getting the attention of the officials to let trainer for the Warriors, Jason Bean, across the field. I think they need him to help with the injured Northern Heights player.
I think he'd have got across without anybody noticing if Carl wouldn't have said something.
By 1st down for the Wildcats. Want to run the pass. They swing it out there in the flat. Heidebrecht's on him. He's going to get about 5.
Pretty nice play by Peyton Heidebrecht right there.
Going to end up marking that only about a 3-yard gain. Keep smelling popcorn coming up from the stands, Casey. I love me some popcorn.
Me too. I had, I think, 2 bags at the pharmacy today. Free popcorn Friday.
Over to Central National.
See, I knew you were going to bring that up. I'm not going to get into that wild debate that started. I'll name him Elliott Sill. He started that battle.
2nd and 7. Inside handoff. Short gain. Only got about a yard. Well played.
No, I'm joking. It was a fun little deal. Elliott did an article in the Marion Record about the popcorn wars between Central National and the Marion Pharmacy, and he came in the pharmacy one day last week, and we had a lot of fun with that. But bottom line is, they're both offering free popcorn. It's really good in both places, so everybody's a winner.
Yeah, what's to complain about?
Right.
3rd and 6 now. Ball on the 21. Be really big if the Warriors could hold here. Certainly in 2-down territory, of course.
Oh, they'll kick a field goal.
Play. He's got the 1st down.
Yep. Corbin Wheeler drug him out of bounds, but not before he did get enough yardage for the 1st down.
I don't think, Casey, that they were going to kick when their line of scrimmage is a 21. It would have ended up being about a 38-yard field goal.
We'll never know now because they got the 1st down.
That's true. Ball's on the 14-yard line. Most of the crowd got their jackets on. A few tough guys still in their shirt sleeves. Perfect football weather. Quarterback to pass. Right over the middle. Pops it in. Nicely done.
Wide open.
13, Michael DeWeese.
Well, they found something there. That's the 2nd time they've hit that kid in the middle of the field on this drive, and Northern Heights looks to be fired up.
I think that's actually the 3rd time on this drive. They did it clear at the beginning, too. So, yeah, that play is certainly working, and that brings them up within 4 at 24-20. This time they are going to go for 2.
On for the extra points, number 79, Trey Grayson.
Sort of like
No, here we go. They're going to kick again. I'm sorry.
Sort of like a Big 12 game. Whoever scores last is going to win.
Yeah.
Missed it.
Yeah, he missed that one.
Extra point is no good.
Well, it kind of reminds me, looking ahead next week to Meade, that game we went out to last year, one of the best high school football games I've ever seen, and I'm talking about all the years we've been doing this. That was just an enjoyable game. Those two teams went back and forth. There was good sportsmanship. If I remember, it was a night kind of like tonight, and Meade scored with what, about a minute and a half to go, and Jacob Baldwin led a drive all the way down the field, and with about 17 seconds left, he threw a pass in the end zone that was intercepted. And I mean, what a fantastic game.
Well, and that pass in the end zone was, I mean, it wasn't like a 60-yard Hail Mary.
No, we
had driven down.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we were on about
I was trying to think that was the, 59, 50, what was the final score?
I don't think it was quite that. I was thinking 42-40.
I'm almost, I disagree.
No, maybe not.
I mean, I could
don't
be
remember.
wrong, guys, anymore. I remember things that never happened, and I don't remember things that did. And
yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll have to check that out, though, 'cause now I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm like you. I have a hard time distinguishing reality from my dreams now. It's like, well, did this really happen, or did I dream that?
You know, the thing that gets me is I will think about, it's like, oh, Casey's been sick. I ought to send him a card. And then somehow in my mind I did do it.
Yeah.
Here's the kick. Be nice to get a good return on this, but that's going to go out of bounds.
Let it go out of bounds. Well, you are delusional, Mike, because I don't think I've ever been sick since I've known you. So.
Well, that was an example.
I know it was.
And, there's many different kinds of illness.
Yes, there are.
You're a sick individual. How's that? Warriors will take over on the 35-yard line.
This would be a good time to make a statement, drive the ball down the field, and put 8 more up on them.
I think it's pretty important that at the very least that we get 2 or 3 first downs and get this down deep in their territory, because they did not show any give up, and they only trail by 4 here with plenty of time to go. And off to Riggs. Maybe Riggs' biggest gain of the night.
Yeah, if we can just do a little ball control here, hang on to the ball. We've done a good job of that this season. And all high school teams are going to have some fumbles and bumbles, but this team has really held on to the ball quite well, and I probably shouldn't have just said that.
Yeah, that's bad. 2nd and 4, and off to Riggs again. And Riggs has the first down. 5:31 to go in the third quarter. Marion leads 24-20. Driving with the ball now spotted just across their own 45. Warriors at the line, ready to go. Tipping your tight end on this side. Stuklik splits out as the receiver on the far side. Ball's on the ground.
Schneider tried to pick it up, but he was already on his knees, so. A good whistle that time.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And Casey tried to jinx us, but we were able to dodge that bullet.
And maybe we're past that now.
See what we do on 2nd down. Wheeler in a tailback position. Riggs in a fullback. And off to Riggs. They meet him at the line. He's going to get a couple.
Had a special guest up here at halftime, Mike. One of our an old WTVN cohort, Bob Good, was up here, and unfortunately the public has been stuck with us for all of the 21 years we've been doing this, but there's been a lot of good, fun people that have come along the way, and Bob Good used to bring us in the trenches from the sidelines every week, which was a pretty awesome feature.
3rd down and 7. Briggs again with a carry. Nice run. He's going to be short, but it'll be 4th and short. See what they decide to do. 4th and about 3, actually.
I tell you, number 56 got hit by Riggs, and he felt that. Riggs made a nice spin move, and Grant Tiroff is going to elect a punt here. not what we wanted, but if Hoffner can get he's had a great season punting the ball. If he can get a good punt down here, pin him down deep, we'll be okay.
Oh, low snap.
Oh, it's a fake. Oh, it's a fake.
It's a fake. That's exactly what it is. It's taken on the 15, and he's brought down there after a 5-yard gain.
I don't know if I've ever seen a fake.
Well,
That was awesome.
Does he maybe have an option, Casey? And if a certain circumstance, he can throw it?
If we can see the replay here, we can see where he.
Yeah, we don't have one.
We don't have one. All right.
Casey, going back to what you were saying, Bob Good was up, and we asked him to come up, kind of show him the setup, and we talked about the in the trenches. He said he spent every Sunday afternoon for 9 years in football season editing and putting together the in the trenches thing that we would run then on Sunday night.
It was. I'll say more after this play.
All right, first down from the 20, hand off, and the man's got some running room.
That's the big fullback that they never want to carry the ball.
He's got a over 5-yard gain, about 6.
Oh no, that's 13. That's the kid that was catching all the passes.
Yeah, Michael DeWeese.
Yeah, DeWeese.
Listed as a tight end. And he got 6 yards. Coach said this was a diverse offense, and that's a good description. They've done just a little bit of everything.
Yes, they have. Oh, nice play.
That was Shalene, I think, that broke that up.
That's another example of blowing the play up. Here it is. Watch Shalene just blow it up.
Well, he just runs right through the blocker, knocks the blocker into the ball carrier.
I think Noah Albin would have been there if
he would have.
Anyway.
All he did was, Albin would have had some glory, but he stole it from him.
Yeah, there you go.
3rd and 8. Let's pick one off here. Well, he pops it out in the flat. They got to close on this guy. He's going to get the ball to the 30. That looks like a first down.
Yeah, he's going to get it. Back to Bob Good, Mike. He filmed in the trenches with the old handheld VHS camera.
Yep.
And he would take footage from the entire game from the sideline. He would be right down there next to me. And then he would go edit that all weekend, and he would set it to music, and then that would be, I can't remember, what did we show it? We showed that at the very end of our broadcast, didn't we?
On Sundays, well, I'll get to that after this play. We have to run a long way to get to the ball here.
Yeah, they did.
We got to get one more man out in coverage out of here. Here we go. Hand off.
Ooh.
Pippen with the tackle. Casey, they would make no, that was not Pippen. That was number Hoffner. 46, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say that was number 5 running the ball. The fullback, the little used fullback.
They would put a VHS tape together. We'd have the game on VHS, and then Bob would have his. And I would go up to the cable TV tower at 7 o'clock and stick the one in. Here we go after this play, 2nd and 5. And off to the tailback. Not much there.
Nowhere.
So anyway, I'd stick that in. I'd go home and watch the game. And when it was kind of coming down the middle of the 4th quarter, I'd tear back up to the cable TV tower, wait till the game ended, yank that tape out, stick in Bob Good's tape, and then I had to sit there and wait till that was over. Sometimes it'd be 15 minutes. Sometimes it'd be 40 minutes.
I didn't realize that.
Because then he was done. I had to pull it out and fire up everything back up again. 3rd down and 5. Pass in the flat. Oh, he got through the tackle, but we close. No! And he's going to go all the way down the sidelines.
Boy, that is unfortunate. We had him dead to rights. Man.
And the Northern Heights Wildcats are going to go out in front in this ball game as we line up for the extra point attempt. Thought we had him stopped twice short of the first down. Ends up going all the way for a touchdown with 33 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
26-24 is our score. penalty here, and it's going to be against the Warriors. Offsides, must have lined up in the neutral zone. Would they go for 2?
I don't think so. They're in love with that kicking game, Mike. Gut check time for the Warriors, Mike. They've let Northern Heights hang around. All of a sudden, now they're ahead.
They are going to stay in the kicking formation here. Try to go ahead by 3. Oh, good block attempt, but it's an unsuccessful block as they put it right through the uprights. Casey, one thing that I guess if you're looking for a positive sign is that the Warriors were in a somewhat similar situation last week with a team that they thought they were superior to, that hung around, and led most of the game, in fact. And the Warriors were able to do what they had to do in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do it again tonight.
They are. They got the 3rd quarter is about over.
At the, by the way, our 3rd quarter sponsors are Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract. And our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and HRK Variety. After a play or two here, we'll have our 3rd quarter quarterly report sponsored by St. Luke Hospital. We're broadcasting from the friendly confines of the Jerry Cady Insurance broadcast area that is finer than it's ever been.
I would agree.
I've never heard you care about the press box before. It's like you've never been envious before. What changed? Just your age?
Well, part of it's just a wonderful place to be.
A wonderful place to be.
And I didn't help a lot, but I was up here a couple of days helping out. It's just sort of fun to help build something. And just
kick taken on the 17-yard line. That's Wheeler with the carry. Wheeler's got a little running room.
Man, if he wouldn't have ran into his own player there, Mike, he might have busted that. He's fired up.
Yes, he is.
And they need to be. They all need to be as fired up as Corbin right now. They need to take the ball down the field, stuff it down Northern Heights' throat, and
then get a stop on defense.
And then show them who's the better team.
Out to the 43-yard line on that Wheeler return. Starting out in an I formation. Riggs gets a carry. And Riggs is going to get 3. We may not get another play in the 3rd quarter.
That may do it for the 3rd quarter.
And I think we're going to let the clock expire. So let's have our St. Luke Hospital quarterly report. But first, let's have these words from our sponsors.
Triple R Hauling is your hauling expert, offering custom step deck hauling in more than 27 states. Triple R Hauling will handle your heavy equipment, military equipment, farm machinery, and most any item you need moved. Hauling specialty and emergency loads, ramp use, bridges, and tarps are available if needed. Call Wally or Kim at 382-7802 and get things moving. Shelter Insurance is one of the most successful and financially sound regional insurance groups in the country, providing insurance products specifically designed to best suit you, including protection for your home, life, car, farm, business, and more. Drop in and see Shelter Agent Doug Heary for great rates and professional service. Doug will help you find the right coverage at the right price. Just as the Warriors practice and play hard to achieve success, the folks at Heary Real Estate work tirelessly to meet your needs. From listing to closing, Lori Heary and her agents are there to help you. Buying or selling, they will make sure your real estate transaction is a smooth one. Heary Real Estate, serving Marion and all of Marion County.
The men and women of Marion Kiwanis Club are proud to support MCTV. Marion Kiwanis Club sponsors the annual Old Settlers Day weekend and provides financial support to Chingawassa Days and countless other organizations benefiting the area. Call 382-2115 for info on tent, chair, and table rental. Marion Kiwanis, dedicated to providing service to children and local communities.
And we are back, Casey, and we are coming to you for the quarterly report.
Well, Mike, the Warriors need to step it up in this fourth quarter. Unlike last week, at this point, we had two of our primary players that were injured, weren't coming back in the game, and we've got everybody out there this week. We've just let Northern Heights hang around. We've had a chance to put this thing away a couple of times, and just some missed assignments, missed tackles, and hats off to Northern Heights. They've got good athletes. They're playing hard, and they're not ready to relinquish this game. So we'll see what the fourth quarter has to offer.
Casey, you noticed that we hadn't seen Tyler Palick tonight, and we think we see him on the sideline in street clothes. And then we got word from ace cameraman Jay Smith that he had been out of school with the flu sometime this week.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, hopefully we can get back on top of this thing, win this game, and have a full, healthy squad next week for Meade. Mason Peterson out here wide. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to him right now.
2nd and 7. Snyder's going to turn the ball upfield. He's got the first down. Boy, they slowed him down a little bit, or he might have kicked it into another gear.
Well, I was going to say, if he could have hit that seam just a little quicker, I think he'd have been gone.
Just had the look of a play that was going to just explode.
He read it well, and he didn't. If he'd have turned it on right there. No, he did. That was a nice job. Nice run.
To the 41-yard line.
The kid's so fast, I'm trying to make him do things that he's not capable of doing.
The flash.
In my own mind. There's my favorite play.
There's Wheeler with the carry. Wheeler just kind of works his way through traffic, gets the ball to the 45.
They've obviously scouted this play because it hasn't worked tonight the way it has in the past.
That was a 6-yard gain, however.
Got the momentum right now, Mike. Let's keep moving it up the field. Get it in the end zone. We can get a what can we get, a 32 5-point lead.
Riggs with a carry. Not much there.
I'd say we're in 4-down territory here.
I would agree. We are inside their 35.
Yeah, third and.
It'll be 3rd and about 3 or so, maybe. Yeah, 3. We'll call it 3. Hey, give some credit to the Marion High School cheerleaders. They did a nice job tonight coaching up the junior cheerleaders. Diane Jeffrey is the cheerleading coach. Doing a good job with those girls. Snyder keeps trying to turn that corner, and he gets nailed at the 35.
Well, that thing just got strung out too far to the side.
They'll make it 4th and 4.
Big play here.
Boy, the Northern Heights players are absolutely kind of almost over the top the way they're gesturing and carrying on out there.
I'd like to see us run that play action pass that we've done.
.9:44 to go in the game, so plenty of time. Warriors trail by 3.
There it is. I got batted down.
That was there, Casey. That was there. Heidebrecht was open.
Big number 77. My God, that kid is. I guess he's 6'4", 180 pounds. He's a big old tall kid.
The idea was just to pop it over there, and you see Heidebrecht was there.
Yeah. Okay, now it's really gut check time. We're going to have to come up with a stop and then a score.
Again, plenty of time, but not if we give up a score. That would become desperate if we don't hold them here.
Be a good time for a turnover, Mike.
Yeah, I said that before. It didn't work out for me. And off to the tailback, and he is slashing. He's got some running room. Wheeler pulls him out of bounds.
Yeah, we've got our big boys up front have to step it up, fill those gaps.
Big gain on the play, takes the ball into Warrior territory down to the 47. Got a receiver split out wide left and wide right. I formation, hand off to the tailback again. Again, he's got good, well, that time they shut that down. He picked up about 4.
He's a quick little back. He does a good job of.
Yeah, I said slashing earlier. Something about the way he runs. It's just kind of darts with real authority out there.
Darting with authority. That is very good.
Yeah, he's not just dancing.
No, you're right. He's not really slashing. He's darting, but with authority. I like that.
3rd and 7. All right, let's stop this now. Tailback gets the carry. And to get the ball to about the 40, it'll be 3rd down.
We're not really wanting to give up that much, Mike. It's going to be a big play here. I would just about bet they will go for it if they don't.
I was just going to ask that question. It would be an interesting call because it's on the 41-yard line. It probably depends on how close they get.
If you don't make the first down and you punt, you're going to gain maybe 20 yards, 30 if you're lucky.
Quarterback keeps this time, and he's going to get around that end, and he's going to get the first down.
Yes, he is. All right, things are getting a little dicier, Mike. Every minute that ticks off that clock.
27-24, the Wildcats on top of the Warriors. 8:18 to go in the ballgame. Warriors stand at 5-0. Wildcats 3-2. There were a couple of times I thought the Warriors were ready to take control of this game, and Northern Heights just wouldn't let it happen. Would not expect them to pass, Casey. They're using up time and they're getting yards.
Absolutely. And when you're gaining 7-8 yards a carry.
That's exactly what they're doing. That this handoff to the tailback has worked really well. The play prior to this, the fake to that tailback, quarterback keeps and worked as well. 2nd down, 3. Tailback carry. 1st down. Well, yeah, 1st down.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close. I think he's got it. Warriors need to make something happen here.
I think I'm going to, yeah, I just saw it. I was going to say I would call a timeout. I think we need to just let the kids calm down for a bit and talk, because all of the energy on that field is wearing a white jersey. That's a Tampa State Bank timeout.
I mean, now is where you start talking about stripping the ball. And that's something that, I mean, back in my day, no one ever thought about stripping the ball. You had fumbles, but you didn't see kids reaching in and grabbing the ball and trying to strip it. That was unheard of until here, 10, 12, 15 years ago, and now it's part of the game. Now,
absolutely,
every college and pro game, you get a running back or a returner that's held up at all, and these guys are just in there, and it's legal.
It used to be, a fumble was just either a mistake on the part of the ball carrier or just some kind of a massive, great hit that just knocked it loose. But it wasn't like somebody going in to do it. But you're right. You see high school kids, and you can see them ripping with their holding the ball carrier with one hand and ripping at the ball with the other.
And I think that's what we need to start doing. Trying to get a turnover somehow. Because right now, Northern Heights is moving the ball pretty much at will.
Getting the shot of the Warrior cheerleaders that I mentioned earlier. We'll see if the pep talk from the coaching staff helped. Coach Smith, the defensive coordinator, was out there, along with Coach Tiroff. The ball is on the 25, so it's been a very productive drive, very kind of dominating drive by the Wildcats. It is 1st and 10. Again, handoff to the tailback. They keep going to their right side, and they keep getting yardage.
About another 4 or 5 on that carry.
Uh-huh.
Ball carried by number 25, Trent Bird.
And that is just about 5 because it's down now to the 20. 2nd down.
Clock continues to run. We've got 7:10 left in the game. Still a lot of time, but like Mike said, if they score here, it's desperation time.
That's exactly right. Staying in that I formation, it's working well. And boy, they just keep going to that tailback. That time he's going to be tackled after a shorter gain, but it'll still be 3rd and only a couple.
Pippen, Hoffner, Wheeler. There's one other in there I can't get a number on, but good gang tackling by the Warriors.
Trent Bird, number 25, we've mentioned him several times, the ball carrier at that tailback, and he's really been their go-to guy here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd down. A long 2.
Broken play.
And, oh, he's going to get nailed. A big loss. It's going to be 4th and at least 10.
Boy, that would have been a great one to have the ball pop out on. Broken play. He had no idea where he was going. Man, why can't that ball pop out there?
Give Heidebrecht most of the credit there, but as in the earlier play, if he hadn't got him, several other Warriors would have. It's 4th and 11. Ball back to the 26.
That could prove to be one of the big plays of this game right there.
Did the quarterback turn the wrong way? I mean, it seemed to be a busted play,
yeah,
Casey.
I believe he did. Either he went the wrong way or everybody else did.
5:39, and now they're going to take a Tampa State Bank timeout. Each team with 2 timeouts left. No, I'm sorry. The Warriors are down to 1. I missed one somewhere.
No, the Warriors have 2. Visitors have 1.
And you know what I did? I looked on the right thinking that was them. I looked up and it said Warriors on the upper right-hand corner of the scoreboard, and that's what fooled me. Yeah, they have 1 left. We have 2. Well, this may be the defining play of the ball game. The Warriors trail by 3. Our score is 27-24, as we said, with 5:38 to go. 4th down, 11. Ball spotted on the Warrior 26. They pick this up, and I don't see how, with the momentum they'll have, I don't see how we keep them out of the end zone. On the other hand, we stop them, then we've got to get about a 70-yard drive.
Yeah, we can do it. Now you talk about the capacity crowds on hand, and there's a lot of football fans that have been here for a long time, but there's one down there, Bob Ehrlich. I don't think Bob Ehrlich has missed a Marion High School game since the 60s. And he doesn't have any kids or grandkids playing anymore. He's just a football fan.
Well, here's a football play that hopefully he'll enjoy the result of. We will see. 4th down. Quarterback rolls, wants to pass, gets it away long. Peterson's out there. Oh.
Never saw it.
Yeah, that wasn't even close.
Well, the kid never saw it. I think if he'd have seen it, he may have come back and had a chance.
Well, that's a big play, and it went our direction as the Warriors will take over. I was thinking, I said about a 70-yard drive. Actually, a 70-yard drive would not do it. We need a 74-yard drive.
There you go. Well, we got everything we need, Mike. We got 5 minutes, 33 seconds. We got 2 timeouts.
We got great weather and a big crowd.
That's right. They control their own destiny right here. Problem is, you don't want to score too soon.
I'll just score if I can score,
yeah.
Casey. I get your point.
I'm with you.
Snyder to throw. Oh, he's going to get brought down. Big sack there. That was Michael DeWeese, I think. We've mentioned his name several times. Big loss.
Yeah, that stings. He came through. I didn't see where he came through, but
That's going to make it 2nd and 18. Now I think you have to stay in the air.
I don't know. I bet we see an option play first.
Yeah.
Then I'll bet we go to the air.
If we option, I'd go this direction. Nice wide side of the
No,
field.
you're right. Gosh, darn it.
Off Garrett Hoffner's hands.
Look at Peterson down there.
Oh, yeah. Peterson was.
Nobody close to him.
That's going to make it 3rd and 18.
And I'm not sure he was that open the whole time, but I'll bet if you fake that pass across the middle and his man would bite, he'd be all by himself.
Pippen comes out of the ball game. Schultz and Peterson go in. Those are probably your 2 best speed guys in the receiver position. One up top, one down below.
Big play here, Mike.
Straight drop back. Pressure. Snyder gets it away. It's going to be intercepted. Intended for Schultz. They're going to bring him down on the 25.
Yeah. He took way too much time to release that ball and threw it as he was getting hit, so he was falling backwards when he threw.
We'll take another look at it here. He was looking, trying to find a receiver.
Yeah, he had nothing on that throw because he got hit right. He couldn't even plant his front foot.
I think that he knew Deweese is coming. I'm going to give Snyder some real credit for the guts to just.
Oh, yeah, he did a great job of hanging in there. It's not his fault he didn't have that foot planted.
All right, 4:37, 1st and 10. Handoff right up the middle. Ball's going to be in between the 20 and the 25, waiting for the spot here. Looks like about the 23.
We got a man down. I think that's Pippen over there.
Yeah, the Tampa State Bank injury timeout. That's a cramp, in my expert medical opinion. Well, the crowd is quiet, Casey. That last play took the wind out of the sails here. It's amazing how quiet it suddenly got.
Well, there's still time. That was unfortunate. That sort of had our momentum killed on the first play of that drive.
Yes. That second play of the drive, that play, that was so there. I see Jeremy Hett coming into the ball game. Pippen's going to come out. Nice hand from the crowd. All right, 2nd down, 7.
Hopefully they'll wait till our guys get off the field.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Clock is running, or should be. The clock is running. Handoff. Boy, big run down to the 5. Wow.
I think that was his hardest run of the night right there. He's been the difference in this second half, number 25. Here's a replay. He's just running through people.
Yeah. Trent Bird.
Yep.
So the ball inside the 5. The Warriors at this point, Casey, not that you weren't right earlier, but now it's doubly important. I think our main chance is somebody stand them up, somebody strip the ball. Taking as much time as it can. Tailback gets the carry. That's Bird. He's in the end zone.
Untouched.
That'll put the visiting Wildcats up 33-24. They kick this extra point, go up by 10. It'll reverse the margin that we had at halftime.
Yeah, I was going to say it'll be another one of those unusual 10-point leads in a high school game.
This kicker, I don't have, well, maybe I do. He's done a nice job tonight, other than the 2 field goal attempts.
Made another one.
Yeah, I do not. I was looking to see if I had a name for him, but I don't.
Northern Heights goes up 34-24 on the Warriors with 3:42 left in the game.
Our fourth quarter sponsors tonight are Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investments, Donahue Corporation, and the Lumberyard.
Okay, we talked about being desperate. Well, they got 3:42. We get the ball, score quick, onside kick, get it again. Still a chance.
Absolutely.
We're definitely not out of it.
You know, Yogi Berra, it ain't over till it's over.
It ain't over till it's over. And if we come to that fork in the road, we better take
it. Well, you know what? Half the game is 90% mental or something like that.
Deja vu all over again.
We've got our own Yogi Berra. His name's Gene Winkler. We've got great cameramen and Danny Maddox and Jay Smith. That's all we got tonight. Our crew is
pretty
small.
slim.
Yeah. Squib kick, taken at the 35, going to make it to the 40. Couldn't see Casey who caught the ball.
He did a nice job of taking it on the run like that. He paid the price for it. 40-something. I think he landed on the ball.
Yeah,
I think that's Hoffner.
He got the wind knocked out of him. You know, you land on the ball right there in your solar plexus. All the air comes out of your lungs, and you just think you're dying. And you wonder why everyone's just standing there looking at you as you expire. So that'll be a injury timeout, Tampa State Bank timeout.
That is Hoffner.
Yes, it is. And you see, he's coming off. He seems okay. That's because now he can breathe again.
Yeah. Yeah, breathing makes a difference.
It does. They say some of Casey's opinions are a product of too many times without oxygen to his brain.
Yeah.
All right, see what the Warriors can do here. Trailing by 10 with just 3:39 to play in the ball game. From the 40. Snyder rolls. He just has to dig to get out of bounds. Boy, somebody, yeah, we had a...
Was that going to be on us?
It is. I think it's going to be a late block here on the sideline.
No, I couldn't see it.
They threw it right here. I could see the person they called it on. I could see him going in for the block.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what the foul. I mean, they said personal foul on the offense. In the pro game, I think maybe even college, they call targeting when someone's kind of helpless and you just come against the grain and wipe them out. That's kind of what happened. I honestly didn't know that they had that.
I think they had to call him for being out of bounds, I think.
It didn't happen out of bounds. No, it did not happen out of bounds.
And I don't know what
I think it must have been like the targeting play where you hit the defenseless player. I don't know what else you could have called.
Nice.
All right, first and forever. Snyder straight drop back, gets the ball away.
Got hit again.
For Schultz. Schultz did a great job to play defensive back. They're going to call offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
I think so. But Schultz had no choice.
Oh, that's good defense right there by the offensive player. There's no need for that call.
I would agree with you. However, it kind of looked worse in live action, I think.
Mike, back to that targeting. Targeting, and in the way I understand it, is that you're a defenseless player, meaning you're a receiver going for the ball. This kid was not.
No, I've seen it called in the college game. on a defensive player who's just coming in.
That's called a good block.
Late. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
But I just saw it the other day on a game, and they called it in that exact situation. Defender got blocked, feet knocked out from under him, and it was late in the play, and they said he was defenseless.
Yeah, it's crap.
Snyder gets it away. That's Peterson tried to run before he caught it.
I mean, we used to set up plays specifically for that, like you set up a reverse or even a punt return, where the whole key was to get these guys coming off the backside and blindside these defensive players.
Yeah.
And God, we used to hoop and holler in films whenever something like that happened.
I said it in an earlier game. I was talking about that. You used to dream of getting that scenario.
And now it's illegal.
I believe
now
it
it's
is.
a penalty.
It's 3rd and 37. We've got a Tampa State Bank timeout called. Peterson was injured.
So what are you supposed to do on say, a reverse where you fool the guy and he's coming around and you're there to block him, and if you don't block him, he's going to make the tackle?
I don't think it's called then. I think it's in those ones where it's kind of unnecessary that they, where you're just taking out revenge on somebody. DeWeese puts a lot of pressure on. Snyder gets the ball away. That's going to be intercepted.
25. He may go all the way. Oh, there's another flag.
Tackled there by Snyder. Wow, Casey, when we started that possession, there was 3:39 on the clock, and we've had a lot happen, and there's only 31 seconds came off the clock.
I think we need to go maybe monitor our friends next door, make sure they're running the clock right. Remember, we thought the first quarter took forever.
So we've got the interception's going to count, of course, but they blocked in the back, so they'll move them back, so they'll have a first down at the 26-yard line.
Unfortunately, people are starting to filter out there.
Yeah.
Giving up hope.
Well, they want to, they don't want to be caught in the traffic jam.
That's right.
See. Quick handoff. The ball came out.
We got it. 3:04. Wow. Got new life, Mike. New hope.
Certainly do. So all of that, 34 seconds we lost, but we have the ball back on the 23. Warriors still have 2 timeouts. I mean, it would be a somewhat miraculous thing to pull out, but it's not impossible.
Now let's see if we can get a little creative. Maybe we've got some tricks up our sleeve, like a double reverse pass or a flea flicker or Statue of Liberty.
Snyder's going to get the ball away. It's intended for Peterson. It's underthrown, but man, Mason Peterson has been so money on those kind of plays this year.
And he knows he should have had that pass. That's too bad. That would have been a big gainer.
All right, that would have put us at around the 50-yard line here. 2nd down now. Again, the Warriors trail by 10 with 2:57 to go. It's 2nd and 10 from their own 23. Quick pass. Did he catch that?
Yes, he did. Great grab by Bryce Schultz.
Yeah, he had to go back and get that.
Yeah, pass was thrown behind him. There's a replay real quick.
All right, back to live action. 3rd and 3. Schultz running for his life. He pops up, gets that off the Heidebrick. It's going to be a first down.
He gets out of bounds. I guess it doesn't matter.
I'll tell you what, the Warrior crowd wants a penalty at the end of this because he threw Heidebrick down out of bounds. See if we've got that. I don't know if we have it.
No, that was okay. There was nothing wrong with that.
I agree with you, but the Warrior crowd wanted a penalty call.
I'm sure they did.
And again, if you don't run it in slow-mo, it looked worse.
Right. Yeah, he sort of let go of him.
1st and 10 from our own 41. Snyder has a little bit of time. Now he runs out of time. He's going to have to run out of bounds.
Picked up 5 or 6.
2:23 to go. I wish we were in a situation where we could come down and get a touchdown and tie this thing or take the lead, not have to do it and then get another score. Second and 3.
Oh, unblocked off the end. Oh, what a great pass. Boy, let's see that again. Schneider showed some poise. That kid comes off the end. Nobody touches him, and he gets nailed right as he throws.
Tried to chip him, barely got him, but he didn't really even slow him down, and Snyder got off a nice pass. That's a first down pass. We got a Tampa State bank now called by the Warriors.
They'll be down to their last timeout. Still plenty of time to get a score, recover an onside kick.
And have a shot.
Have a shot.
Warriors huddled up around Coach Tiroff, Coach Kraft, Coach Smith. Forgot about Coach Meyer.
All right, Mike, I'm going to take my headset off and put my jacket on. I'm starting to get a little cool.
Come on, Sissy, you can hang on there for 2 more minutes. All right, the Warriors will be coming out of this timeout in about as desperate a situation as you can get. The only good news is that there's a lot of football yet to be played this season. This isn't a playoff game where it's win or go home. But only 2 minutes and 19 seconds and trailing by 10. Great job by the Warrior Pep Band tonight, by the way. They were playing the Jaws theme there a moment ago. Snyder with a straight drop. Pressure. He gets the ball away. It's caught, but out of bounds. Intended for Heidebrecht. Second down now, 10 yards to go. Casey's back, all warm and comfy. Wind picked up, Casey.
Warm and fuzzy. What?
The wind picked up.
Is that it? Yeah, it did, didn't it? Sort of out of the northeast now.
Yeah. It shouldn't hurt us particularly. If it, anything, it might be a little bit at our back.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a holding call.
Yeah. Gosh darn it.
That's a great pass completed to Peterson, but it is coming back.
Yeah, I was going to say we were holding big time on that.
Officials confer. That's going to be a hold on the Warriors. I would like to say that that's bogus, but it's not.
No, it was a big time hold.
It was a excellent pass and a great kick.
Yeah, it was.
What's your shirt say?
I don't know. It's a, what does it say? Roots USA.
Okay.
This
It said Robin Hood at first.
No, this is an old jacket. But since you asked, look at my socks.
You got a red and white. Oh, I see. Red and white stripes on one leg and blue with white stars on the other.
Yeah,
aren't you?
Sort of for the Royals, you know. I don't know why.
It's not for Columbus Day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There you go. Could be.
All right. Second and 24 or so. Snyder pops it out here to Heidebrecht. Heidebrecht turns upfield, and he gets nailed at the 49. Clock moving. It's going to be 3rd and about 15.
Need a big play right here.
Warriors need to get lined up. Snyder has nowhere to go to. He goes out of bounds. He's going to...
Oh, way! We got that one. I tell you, that was a very bad decision by the Northern Heights player. That's going to give us 15 yards and a first down. Yep. Yeah,
that's the push at the end, I think, that got him. I mean, he's probably okay till he pushes it out with his arms.
That was not a smart play.
Conferring with the coaches down here. I think the question is whether it'll be a first down automatically or whether it's 15 yards, and then you got to see where that puts us.
I think it's automatic. Any personal foul carries an automatic first down.
I think you're. I would agree. I just don't know what else they're talking about here. Okay, they're going to mark off the.
Well, it's not a first down.
So they gave us the 15 yards. 4th down.
Shouldn't be 4th down.
He said 4th down. The down marker says 3rd down. Okay, it's 4th down, 4th and 3. Snyder's got to get the ball away. He does. It's picked off. And we got a flag. See what the call is here. It's got to be pass interference. I just don't know which way it's going to go. The officials huddle up again.
Yeah, we're not doing a good job of pass blocking, Mike. We'll just watch that replay. Got to get more of our body on those guys.
Defensive holding.
Wow.
The Warriors catch a break. Minute 30 to go, by the way. Still trail by 10. That hasn't changed.
Nope.
I think what they want to do is, of course, obviously you're playing for pride too. You want to get in the end zone, but you want to have that chance. You want to have a chance to try that onside kick and see what happens. We have had more officials conference calls, talks, discussions. And walking back this way, and then I assume they'll turn around and go the other way.
Yep. Should be a.
On the defense, 10-yard penalty.
They'll mark off the 10 yards.
First down.
Now that was from the line of scrimmage. Puts the ball at the 29 and a first down.
Should be a lot more exciting if we were down by 4 instead of 10.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it ever? Oh.
Nice play by number 10 out there.
It was intended for Schultz, and Mason French just shot through, knocked the ball away. He closed on that really well. Second down and 10. Snyder needs a little time back there. Gets that way for Peterson. Peterson didn't see it. It's intercepted.
Yeah, it may be the last nail in the coffin, Mike.
Boy, Casey, on that whole drive, they were shooting that guy around our left side, their right side.
Yeah.
Riggs was stepping up to pick him up, and man, it was like two Rams button heads out.
Yeah, that was old Sam Kehoe, and he's coming through there hard. And last couple of times, Riggs made good contact with him. A couple of times before, though, the kid was spinning off.
Minute 17, and possession back to the Wildcats. We got a Tampa State Bank timeout. Let's take a quick break and hear these words from our sponsors.
We are committed to delivering the most reliable service and original, creative programming and better quality choices.
To not just meet but exceed your expectations so you can choose your own entertainment when, where, and how you want it, anywhere and anytime.
With individual plans that allow you to pick your services and have access to customer service 7 days a week.
Because you deserve the best value in entertainment, and it's our job to deliver it. No exceptions, no excuses.
We are Eagle Communications.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by Prairie Land Partners, the largest John Deere dealership in South Central Kansas, specializing in large ag, turf, and integrated solutions products. Prairie Land is always close by with 9 locations and more than 250 employees. Prairie Land Partners, partnering together with you to nurture the land. Right here at home, Marion National Bank supports the Marion community and the area. Committed to serving the financial needs of our community since 1905, Marion National Bank offers full-service banking, including agricultural, commercial, consumer, real estate, and loans for any worthwhile purpose. Meeting all of your banking expectations, Marion National Bank, your neighborhood bank. Lanning Pharmacy brings something old and something new to MCTV sponsorship. Longtime sponsor Marion Health Mart is now Lanning Pharmacy, a full-line pharmacy accepting almost all major insurance plans. Newly remodeled and offering everything from flu shots to medical equipment, Hallmark cards, gifts, toys, and expert advice on all your pharmaceutical needs. Lanning Pharmacy supports the Warriors and Wildcats of USD 408.
Hey, we want to invite you immediately following this ball game. We would ask you to take a look at our Marion program that we run on MCTV20.com and also on Channel 20. It's called The Corner.
A lot.
It is called The Corner, and it is this week an interview with regard to the food bank. So we would invite you to come back and take a look at that.
Minute 17 left in the game, Mike. We are down by 10, and it gets more desperate by the second.
Desperater and desperater.
It would take a turnover right here and an immediate touchdown.
If we're going to paint scenarios, how about they fumble, we pick it up and run it in?
I was going to say, yeah, they're not going to throw it. So, yeah, force a fumble, pick it up, run it in. Successful onside kick. Long pass, game over. It could happen.
You know, it's so simple. I don't know why we don't do it. Well, this is a surprise. Didn't know a lot about Northern Heights. Did not expect to be on a 10-point deficit late in this ball game.
There's a nice hit.
Sure was.
That was Shalene, first man in.
We want to once again thank our cameraman, Danny Maddox, on the world famous Danny Cam. Jay Smith, smelling of pizza. On the main camera here, our lead camera. Those guys do a great job. Can't say enough about them. Gene Winkler, the master of all technology. Casey Case and Mike Powers on the call. 42 seconds, and they're waiting for the time to expire to the extent they can. Tailback carry. He's going to get a nice carry. It'll be third down.
And we're going to use our last timeout.
Tampa State Bank brings you that timeout. It'll be the last one they'll bring you tonight. Well, the Warriors will fall to 5-1, Casey, and hopefully it won't cause a crisis of confidence in the young players' minds.
Well, you know, one thing it might do, if I am Meade, Kansas, and I see in the paper that Marion got beat, I'm thinking, oh, crap. why do they have to get beat the week before we go there to play them? Because they remember last year's game. I think they have a lot of respect for us. And I know the last thing you want to do when you're getting ready for a big game against a big team is to see them get beat the week before, because usually they come out the next week and they practice with a purpose. They have a chip on their shoulder and something to prove, and then the next week they may come out and play their best game of the year.
Absolutely. You want to catch them sleeping and not catch them all fired up and at their best.
Yeah, I'm not sure Chase County and Northern Heights might have caught us sleeping a little bit. I would have thought after last week we would have gotten past that, but like you said, we had a couple of opportunities to put this game out of reach, and we just let Northern Heights stick around.
And to their credit.
To their credit, they played a great game.
They did, and they just didn't give up, and when they got a little bit of an upper hand, they just ground.
Yep, and they're in their victory formation now.
Probably take a knee twice here. I don't know if we'll even have to take it twice, actually.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us, and our thanks are extended from all of the MCTV crew. Watch these games on Sunday evenings, Wednesday evenings, and other times on Marion Channel 20. Check them out anytime on mctv20.com. Stay tuned following the game for The Corner. And for Jay Smith, Danny Maddox, Gene Winkler, Casey Case, let's have your final thoughts on the game.
Tough pill to swallow, but like we just talked about, Northern Heights came out. They played spirited, a lot like Chase County did last week. And, man, they just put it to us. Number 25, that Bird kid, he was a stud tonight. And that's all I have to say about that.
That's about all that can be said. Final score 34-24. The Northern Heights Wildcats pull the upset against the Marion Warriors. Stay with us. Be back next week. Big game against Meade, #1 ranked team in the state. Ought to be a good ball game. For all the crew, this is Mike Powers saying good night, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Red. Good night, Gabby Gabbard, wherever you are.